resides. Welcome in. SG, there he is. How we doing today, gents? Susie's here. Hey, kiddo. How goes it? How you doing today? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, kiddos. Here we go. Ad break is over. Let's rock. And by rock, I don't mean anything. We're not doing anything actually exciting today. This is Interior Design Simulator. or Interior Decorator Simulator. Hey, it's me, Dadcraft. Welcome back to Dad. Happy to have you here. As you can see, we're kind of on top of a pillar. I started getting this done while we were loading the stream up, getting things going, and figured we should start the day off with getting some of our resources handled. Let's rock, throws cobblestone at me. No, ow, ow. Also, we are co-streaming on YouTube, so that is a thing that is happening today. If anybody from the YouTube side pops into chat and says hi, be nice to them, say hi back. It's not often that I get an opportunity to do this because upload speeds tend to be finicky, but it looks like we've got enough upload bandwidth today to make that work. So if anybody from the YouTube side happens to pop in, be nice to them, say hi. Throw cookies at them, not rocks. The meds that I take weakens your immune system. Oh no, that's awful. What are you sick with though? Is it like, is it can't, like, is it just a flu? Is it like, are you taking something that's antiviral? Are you taking antibiotics? Like, what is it that you have? That's terrible. This is leaf block. Leaves are fine. Leaves are fine. Also, I don't know if they're going to get integrated into the chat, or yeah, the chat, because I have it enabled on social stream, but I don't know if it's actually going to pull the right source. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, it's not often that we get to do this, just because I usually don't have the upload bandwidth to make it happen, but it looks like we have it today, so we're gonna go for it. I would like any help if I'm doing a project today. Sure, if you want to stop by, you're absolutely welcome to. As it says in the title, over there. No, I don't know where it shows it for you, but for me, it's over there. It's just a interior decorator simulator. So we're just working on the inside of that thing over there. Thank you again for the door, by the way. That was beautiful. Turns out I can't make a sand duper because end portal is not linked. Aw, I'm sorry. I mean, you're just gonna have to go the old-fashioned route like I did and dig up a desert. Just find you a desert and dig it up. How do you think I got all the glass for the for the void floor over there? And for that over there and all the other glass related things that we've had to do so far. It's been a slow process, but it's been a process. A concrete powder shop? Same. Well, I had to do the same thing for concrete. I dug up, or I had to make concrete for the void floor walls. So I had to dig up tons of that sand over there, along with hunting down gravel and accepting gravel from anybody else in the server that wanted to part ways with it, just to make it happen. But we made it happen, nonetheless. Alright, let's block up all this as much as we can. Diamond blocks, yes please. We can't do the gold, we can do the redstone. And we can do the lapis. Beautiful. Alright, let's find somewhere to put our stuff. Not a whole... Yeah, we're running low on space out here. Here, let's do this. Redstone, and I should have a spot for all these things in my valuables chest. Actually I do. Why am I tripping? Let's put those over there. Oh no! What happened? Something happened. Another random YouTube chat pop-out thing appeared. Wonderful. I don't know why. I don't know why, but we'll leave it over here somewhere. Hopefully nothing happens. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I was like, excuse me? What? What on earth? It was very surprising. All right, let's get this over here. That can go in there. Deep slate, gravel, gunpowder can all get put away in its respective places. Although I don't really have a place for deep slate. So it can just go in there for the time being. Same with gravel. This can get put away because we don't need that anymore. Gunpowder. I took a painkiller earlier today, but my body rejected it because I vomited. Oh no. Kiddo, I hope you feel better soon. That's awful. I really do. Beautiful. Alright, let's come put some gunpowder in here. Because why not? Where are we at with this? Ooh. And that is not cranking out anymore. Alright, so while we're doing this, if I don't have any more. Got a little bit. We can set this to make the last of the dynamite or TNT while we're busy with the things. So that can go there. Crank out some more, please. This and this and this. Aw. Yeah, that's awful, Susie. I'm sorry to hear that. Fingers crossed that you get better soon. Like, fingers crossed. Alright, come on. Come on, door. Alright. Nope, see, it did it again. Why? Why does it do that? Slight amount of drop frames. Guys, on Twitch, since it seems like YouTube doesn't have anybody here yet, if you guys start getting a lot of stutter, a lot of drop frames, please let me know. We will, sadly, kill the YouTube side of things if it becomes a problem. Alright. Hopper to a shelf, then a shelf into a shelf which you can grab from the shelf if you need a little amount. Grab. Okay. I mean, that's a lot more involved than what I was gonna do. Be honest, that's a lot more involved than what I was planning on. I was literally just gonna make like a whole shelf. I was just gonna make like a whole like system of just shelves, or not shelves, chests. I was gonna make a whole system of shelves. Part of it is going to be like inventory stuff. Another part of it is going to be like a hall of heads. So like a similar layout in like a similar in design kind of layout. I've got an idea in mind. And I'll show you what I'm thinking. I have some planks to start working on the layout, but we don't have to stick to wood for the inside. I did use dark oak planks as the floor, just to kind of level. And I'm going to move this whole staircase back just a little bit and make like a platform, if you will. All right, let's see. All right, that's fine. All right, good. I don't think we need a water bucket for anything right now, so we will go ahead and leave that in here. I don't think we need... Actually, things have been spawning in there, sadly, so we'll hold on to this for the time being. No, that's not the one. That's the one. Okay. So, again, we don't have to stick to dark oak. I mean, I'm sharing this with you guys so you guys can have your input, and we can all weigh in on it together. Oh, God, I love that. That's so slick. And then just to kind of, like, tie it into the floor, I built this little box around the top. We might do stairs around this part just to, like, kind of curve it a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But as for this part does kind of stick out a little bit, but it's all good. It's whatevs. All right, so what I was thinking was, hey, what's up? How you doing? All right, so we can either do, I'm probably going to offset it. So like where we've got this block here. So I figure we can really only reach, that's probably too much. Like that right there is probably the height that I would want to go to. No. So this, where'd you go? Thank you. So like this kind of thing would be, because I figure we've got a ton of space. We can be a little bit loose with it, right? We don't have to be so compact. No. So we can do something like this, where that layer right there becomes the floor for another set of chests. Or we can do this method here, which is a lot more compact this way, but it eats up a block this way. So we could, like, theoretically go like this. And then I can't even, yeah, that's going to be a pain in the butt to try to figure that out, that laying, if we've already got something over here. I suppose we could do this. But it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Wonder if we do it when we jump. Nope, it doesn't like that. What if, hear me out. There we go. Cool. Cool. No, not like that. Oh, and this layer, sorry, this layer should be floor. So we could do it like, have like rows where they're like this, or we could even take out like this here and just continue on with like this kind of layout on them, or we could do like this. I kind of like this layout a little bit more, just because I can put item frames and still, like, I'm not having to be like pixel perfect with like getting into the chest if I put an item frame with an item out here. You know what I mean? I think this right here is kind of the way that I'm leaning. And I might not, I don't know, I might not put this whole thing of chests in here, or like planks. And then also for like all the interior, even though I put like wood down on the floor, we don't have to keep it that way. I mean, we can always do like a stone, do something else, but I figured the wood would kind of go well with the terracotta. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Anybody? Anybody thoughts? Feel free to weigh in. Because I do want this to still be not just like my storage system or like my storage place, but like my base. So with this being... Actually, that would stay there. So then we'd go over to... Right? And I mean, we could also like fill this in too, if we want. We don't really have to. But then do the same thing over here. So like this would be one, and then mirror it. So we kind of double up this way. Right? And then all of these become chests. And it just kind of works its way out. Is this the hangout? I guess this is my base. This is the inside of my home, as it were. My base used to be in this area, and it used to be that platform over there, plus a platform over here, and that one down there. These are all the disparate pieces of what used to be my platform, but now I decided instead of having the mobs hold up the platform, I would stick with like the fantastical or like silliness of everything.
Sir Henry Van Ding says, eh?
What's up, Henry? How you doing? I figured I would stick with like the whimsical, fantastical kind of thing with the giant mobs and just make a giant chest, and they would hold the chest. And then my base would be inside the chest along with all of this. At least all of this up here. I know. Hey, welcome to the family, Silly Fish. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. The super smelter and the auto farm system over there, I'm going to bury underneath this right here. Stretch, you got it. Give me a sec. But yeah, that all that stuff is going to get incorporated down here, underneath all of this. So it's all going to go somewhere. It's all still going to be here. It's just going to look a little bit different. Stretch, Silly Fish, how you doing? You're good? Good. I'm good. Hopefully everybody here is good. I know Susie's not. Susie's sick. So, well wishes to Susie. But happy that you're good. Alright. So we are in the middle of interior decorating, designing. Thank you, thank you. Can I nail it? Ho, 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 ho. Let's go. Dad, would you like the latest D&D news? Little warning combined with self-ad. Give it to me. Give it to me. I've been working on that. Every time I move from the platform over, I always try to like aim for the door. That makes me a happy old man. Nope, where's the run button? Thank you. Trying this on mouse and keyboard as much as I can today. No, that's not what goes there, sir. So you can see I am not. Hey, Dreamer. I know that's Bloxy Two Tops. But howdy, howdy, howdy. Jump. And what was I doing before? I wasn't doing this. What was I doing? What was I doing? Old man brain. Was I doing this? Yes. Haha. Excellent. So now we've got a 2-block wide little like hallway system that we're forming here. And I figure for this part, it can kind of come out to like maybe here, maybe here. But this is all going to be storage. Pretty much the whole first floor is going to be storage, unless it's too much and we can like, I don't know, put an enchanting corner or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so our new D&D campaign called A Skyward Thirst, featuring Drac, Reed, and Clockworks Lothy, Soulender, and Alpha starts on May 24th, 1 p.m. Eastern, live on Twitch. Cool. Very cool. If you want to see what's too much storage, look at the whole... No, I've heard. It crashes the game. No, I don't want to go... I don't want to crash the game, sir. Please and thank you. So I would imagine that what I'm working on here is going to pale in comparison. Also, this is completely expandable. So as I need more, we can like build out. I don't know that I necessarily need a chest for every single block in the game, but it might get that way. It might get that way. Nice, you did your roof. Congrats. The hole will be reworked. It served its purpose. Good. Good. Alright, and then over here, I figure we can just have like some kind of light source along every like corridor, I guess, or within every corridor. That way we don't get spawns and stuff. How long have I been playing? I've been playing since right before the Caves and Cliffs update. So 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. Not as long as a lot of like professional Minecrafters, which I am not. I am absolutely not. I'm just an old man that likes playing a block game. Join of women 2 secs. Okay. And that's all my chests? Yes, it is. Alright. Which means we need to... Oh, I'm a big doof. I'm still amazing, though. Me? I'm just a guy. Thank you for the kind words. Which means those need to come down a block. Alright. The reason we're only going like 4 high is because at 5 it becomes a lot. And I kind of want to be able to... I want to have multiple levels. So... And then that right there becomes floor. Which means... that can go there. And who knows, we might do like copper lanterns. Like in various places just to keep with like the orange aesthetic. All that storage without auto sorting, that's dead. I guess. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm sure at some point I'll be like, you know what? I need an auto sorter. And then I'll try to figure out how to like retrofit one in here. But for now it's I've always just been a manual kind of guy. So for me it makes sense. Good news. I'll be hopefully being able to stream again next week. Cool. Very cool. Well, stream in the Clubhouse. Or whatever it is you want to stream. Don't let me tell you how to live your life. If you want one, we can do that. You're the second person to recommend that. All right, I'll take it as a sign. Sure. How do we do that? How do we do that? I know it involves a lot of hoppers. I know it's going to involve a lot of hoppers, which involves a lot of iron, which I have some. I have a decent amount, but I don't know if I have enough to do that. So I'm going to go make a whole bunch of chests. And then also, if you guys have opinions on like layouts and shapes and stuff like that, things going on in here, speak up. Like, this is all, you have all the hand chests? Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not asking you to like do or sacrifice any of your own stuff. So please don't think that. Please don't think that. I also don't want my base to lag out. So if it's one of those things that's going to make my base just like grind to a halt or like down to like 10 FPS, then like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. You have 20 plus chests? Oh, 20k. Okay. Still, I don't know, man. I'm weird. I'm weird. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do what I think is the right thing and tell you not to like spend all of your, all of your resources. So, but I mean, ultimately, do you, okay? You do you. You want to do it? You go right ahead. Who am I to stop you? I wonder. No, stone cutters won't work. But I do have a workbench / workbench. And we can turn some of these. Cool. Let's do you first. And you. And let's get up here a little bit. Let's not fall. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. All right. / workbench. Nope. Oh no, a villager died in the end. Cool. Cool. So we get a little bit of contour to that. Let's see about other ways we can like round these corners out. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hold on. Hold on. All right. Did our morning selfie for mom. It is getting to be nighttime, so okay. Also, though, I wonder, and I should have done this first. Is this going to run into... Bam. It will. Okay. So the top part of that is not really the place for rounding out, it seems. So... Although, how would we round that out? Because stairs wouldn't do it. Hold on. I mean, at most we could do like fence posts right there, but that would look kind of stupid. And you can't turn stairs sideways, which is dumb. Alright, I guess it's just going to stay that way for now. Love that woman. Oh, love it. Patiently waiting for Henry. You know what? While we're waiting for Henry, we're gonna adjust the music here because we need ourselves something other than the end. As great as it is, we need something else. Oh, and Henry is trying to get to me. Yes. There he is. Hello, sir. Are you wearing someone else's head as a helmet with your own face? Like, is that what I'm seeing?
Yes, it is. Hello.
I had a feeling.
I had to turn on my mic. Yeah, I have Nugget's head.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so I brought stuff.
Okay.
I have a shulker full of hoppers and a shulker full of chests.
Yeesh. Okay, so what's the game plan? What are we doing here?
Okay, so do you know how a sorter works?
Not at all. I mean, I've
Okay,
seen
so
I've seen videos of them and stuff like that, but I don't really understand how to like set them up or make them only accept certain things.
Would you like me to show you how, or would you like me to do it for you?
No, you can show me. That's fine. I have no problem putting in the work.
Okay, so it is actually quite easy. You don't need much. Oh, I can't build here.
Oh, hold on. Slash trust Henry. Damn. All right, you're good.
Perfect. So it's actually quite easy. It's a modular system, so you only need to remember one module, and then yeah, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks something like this. This is the form that you gotta remember.
Okay.
And then, right, I need hoppers. There you go. And then first, of course, we have the technical stuff that isn't very complicated. So first, we have this repeater here to feed into this block here, where we will put a torch that then turns off our hoppers if we don't want to let anything through, right? Whoops. Then, of course, we need to read our filter. That's what this comparator does. And then we just connect that with redstone to make it work.
Okay.
Then, of course, we need the filter itself, which is just a hopper pointing into our comparator. That's our actual filter in the end. And then, for the sake of this, let me just take off the chest like this and add the hoppers onto that. On top of that, you would have on top of there, you'd have your hopper line or whatever to where all the items go through, like this. And this is basically all we need. This is our filter module, and then so as you see, it's quite simple. And then the only other thing we need is to fill the filter with what we actually want. In that case, if you want to look into this hopper right here, one next to the wool.
Right here? This
yeah.
one?
You'd have 4 filter blockers like this.
Okay.
You would want to rename them something individual so that they don't accidentally get refilled by actual sticks. And then you just put in whatever you want to filter in the first slot, and it'll drop down to a certain amount. And then, yeah, everything that goes past will go down into that chest. Now, in the filter, we have 41 redstone now. Of course, we want to have as little waste as possible. So in the second slot, we just add a couple more filter items to calibrate that. That's all there is to it.
Okay, so so if we want a whole stack's worth of whatever it is that's going into this chest to filter down, you need to have a whole stack of whatever your filter item is in the second slot. Is what I'm understanding, or is that not correct?
Oh no. So the comparator reads how many items are in the hopper in total. The more there are in there, the stronger the signal is that it gives out. And if the signal is strong enough, it turns off the redstone porch and lets items through. So the less of the actual item that you want to have in the filter itself, the more filter items you need. Because the total number of items in the hopper, when it stops, is always the same. In this case, it's 40, 42, 45.
Okay.
So there are always 45 items in here with stacks of 64. Stacks of 16 work a little different, but they still work. That's the great thing about this system. So now I have, out of those 45, I have 25 sticks in there. So I'm left with 20 redstone dust. If I want more redstone dust to end up in my storage, I just need to add a couple more sticks. Because in the end, it's always exactly 45.
Okay. So then where does I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Then where does where would I put things to filter out to other chests?
They would just pass through the hopper line on top. They would never go into the filter.
So they would move horizontally instead of vertically. Okay.
Yeah. So what some people do, me included, to make it a little quicker, is they don't put a hopper line on top of there, but instead blue ice.
Okay.
Because that just works better. But we can do it with hoppers as well. We have enough hoppers.
Gotcha. Okay. So then how would that integrate into what I'm trying to build here?
So on top of the chests, we would put this whole module with the hoppers going into the chests. And then we just have the hopper lines running along on top of that over the entire system with an input chest somewhere, or we can just drop our inventory in, and it'll sort the stuff automatically into all the chests.
Okay. All right. So I'm so lost. Also, Drac, hello, by the way. Not ignoring you. I'm just trying to absorb what Henry's teaching me here. I'm lost. I have to completely admit I am absolutely lost with this.
What is it you don't understand?
I don't. I'm not trying to be like obtuse or anything. I don't. I really don't like the function of it doesn't click in my brain.
Okay. Let me present it to you. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted. Let's just say this is just for the sake of presentation. We have our input chest here, right?
Right.
And then we have more and more chests over here. We will simulate them by just another chest. Now, if right, if you want to come up here, I can give you a stack of redstone dust and a stack of nether quartz, and you can just drop both of those in the chest there. That's our input chest.
Okay.
Now, our redstone will go through those hoppers up to the filter. We'll then activate our filter system, our sorting system, and drop down into this chest. And our quartz, because we don't want that in that chest down here, we want it in a different chest, will end up in that chest.
So the quartz should be moving since that was the first thing that was in there. So it's already over here, which makes sense. All right, and now the redstone is actually trickling down here.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
That's the purpose of the system.
Okay.
It literally just sorts stuff.
Okay. So then let me follow this through logically. If we were going to do this, it would have to be like a let's call this like, you know, what it is, a pillar of hoppers coming down. Would I have to have like that going along this whole wall? So like for every, let's say we end the double chest system here, right? So then would I need a pillar of hoppers going down here, and then another one here?
Oh,
you would here.
What you would probably do would be you'd have your chests one away from the wall, and then you'd have your hoppers like that, so that they feed into the chest from behind, so that it's more
Gotcha.
aesthetically pleasing.
Gotcha. Okay. So then in this case, let's just presume that we're going to do that. And then...
So in this case here, you'd obviously need 2 blocks in between the chests for the hoppers. But here.
So then we'd have one here, and then same thing. Hold on. I'm going to run out of chests. I'm going to run out.
It'd be something like this.
Okay. But then I would need to space these rows out further. Or rather than putting it like here, because then I can't access this row, like basically move this whole thing over Because if there's going to be 2 blocks in between every set of chests, then I need to have a row in between these where I can walk down to access all these chests. So the whole thing needs to get spaced out just a little bit more.
Exactly. So
Okay.
that would be one possibility. Actually, many people do this, which I don't understand. I don't like it because if you do this system, it'll feed into all of the chests. As soon as the bottom one is full, it'll feed into the next one, etc. But once you take something out of the bottom chest, it doesn't automatically refill with what's in the top chests. And I don't like that. I want all my stuff to end up in the bottom chest, so that I can always go to the bottom chest, no matter what.
Right.
So what I actually do is something different again. I do my systems like that, because that way, so you'd have the path here. Oops. And you look at it from this side, because that way I have the same amount of storage, basically, capacity, with my double chests, but whenever I take something out of the bottom chest, it will trickle down from the upper chest to refill the bottom chest first.
Gotcha. So you're having a whole pillar of double chests feeding into double chests of one item.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I also think I took one of your chests. Let me
It's
get
fine.
that back to you.
I have so many chests. I have so many chests.
Okay.
And I
So
kind of crazy with the chests.
God, no, I understand you had a whole hole to fill.
I mean, I have 20,000 chests plus in the hole, and like certainly 20,000 more in shelters.
Yeesh. That's nuts. You think that this is commitment, me trying to do this manually, but I don't know. I say you with your 20,000 chests is commitment.
Oh yeah, but they would have had an auto sorter.
True. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily need to do anything quite so grandiose here.
Oh, of course not. I mean, you don't. Your goal is not to have a slot for every single possible stackable item in Minecraft.
No. I mean, I was thinking about just having like one chest for everything. So like, if this bottom chest was going to be diamonds, then this chest could be iron. This chest could be gold. This chest could be lapis, and so on. And I mean, that was how I was just going to manually do it myself. I don't know if that's too much for an auto sorter.
No.
Okay.
But, we just have to
But then I would
wire it a little different.
I was going to say, and then I would need
certainly possible.
I would need to know what's down each aisle of chests to know, like, okay, these things need to get thrown into this collection chest, per row, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Which is why I was kind of like, I'm not really leaning that. I mean, ultimately, like I can figure it out, but on first like glance, obviously, I'm like my brain it's not computing. I would need to do it just to force myself to understand it. But the manual method was like, okay, surefire. I'm gonna have like item frames on everything with what's in that chest, so I always know like, okay, this is what's here, this is what's there. If it's doable with an auto sorter, then great.
Okay, so entire slots of an item are ironically easier because you have one filter next to the other,
Mm-hmm.
With this, This can technically feed right into the chest. So we would have to do the same thing as before, just higher, so that we can then basically pipe everything into the slot it needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
So this is... It's not a technical problem, it's a logistical task. Just to use the space that we have efficiently in a way that the system doesn't break itself.
Gotcha.
But that is... I have to put some thought into it, but it's definitely possible.
Okay.
It's definitely not impossible.
Gotcha.
It's just Tetris, basically.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's not anything that needs to be tackled today. I'm sure the system can be reworked in the future to, move things around wherever they need to go to accommodate something. It was just kind of like, all right, we're gonna have a stream today, and I might as well start working on just building out the storage hall for all my stuff.
Okay, I'll put some thought into that, and if I find a solution, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, no worries, man, no worries. Like I said, and if it's too much of a pain, if it's a logistical nightmare, then don't sweat it. I was already fully committed to just doing the manual method anyway, so don't wreck your brain over that, okay?
I mean, apparently you don't know me well, but that's what I live for.
Also, howdy, Dreamer.
Mission, and I try to solve it.
Oh, you can keep your banner, dude. That's cool. I got a bunch of them. You're cool. I appreciate it though. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Oh. Ominous bottle? Cool, thanks. Appreciate it. Who's trying to break into your house? Ah. Yeah, that tends to happen. Are you using this as your testing ground?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what I'll have to work out is how do I feed into those chests without all the items mixing with each other, because the hoppers pull stuff out of each other.
Hmm. A wild Susie appears. How you doing, Susie? What? Oh, you gotta. Aw. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I'm silly. It's easy. We just need one block more per row. Yeah, obviously. Okay, so what we're gonna wanna do?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Dropped something. All right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm silly. That's the solution. So what we have to make sure of. Whoops. Oh, well.
It's sorry. There we go. I'll take Susie's head off.
Is that the stuff from the? Oh no, it's fine. From the top chest doesn't land in the bottom chest, so that's what we have the wool blocks for, just to. We wouldn't need them, just to remember that we have one block of space between them and they don't pull out of each other. I put them there,
Okay.
and then we feed into the bottom hoppers for the bottom two chests one block further back, and then we just pull our rows up, and then we just feed into them from our filters somewhere up there. But that is our solution for the bottom module, for the storage module. The sorter module, I'll work out. Although we have so much vertical space.
You really do. I mean, ultimately.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. We just.
Oh, sorry. I was. Hold on, I'll come back. Oh. Ultimately, what I still want to have a top floor that is just like, you know, my bed and enchanting table or whatever. But I mean, the whole bottom part of it, really, is, you know, is open game, is fair play.
Yeah. So the thing is, we can. What I would do is I'd make the system go out front, basically. So we'd have this with that, then this, right? Bloop, bloop. This. So just if we wanted as tight as possible, it would look something like this. With the system we had before, with the comparator here and stuff. This. We would have that for the top two. So we basically have the same here for this row. That's the top two chests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we would just need another row like that, one further in on top of that. You see what I mean?
Honestly, no. No.
Okay. Wait. So, right on top of this, we have our hopper line.
Okay.
That the items go through.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so this is the hopper line. So we'd have to pull those up a bit more. need to go with and go in pre-cam. I'm scripting. Yeah, I suppose that would be, yeah, if we'd want just a row of blocks between that just to be safe. So basically another, let me take out another color then. Let me redo this. So the cyan one would be our hoppers.
Okay.
In that case. Then we would want a block in between just to close off the hoppers. And then we just have the same system again. Block up. And here this one.
And it would be the same redstone system that you had down on this level.
Exactly.
Okay.
This. Oops. And then, yeah, I'm out of Peter wool, so this. It basically be this. So the items would go through our top row of the storage, would then drop down into the next for the other two, for the top two chests. It would basically just change the order in which chests get filled. Instead of left to right, you'd have the bottom two left to right, and then the top two right to left, or whatever, depending on how you do it.
Okay.
But I don't think that matters.
No, as long as everything goes where it needs to.
Exactly. Yeah, so that would be the system.
Okay. All right, all right.
What do you think?
It works. It works. We just like, but again, the caveat is feeding. How does that feed down a row when there's multiple rows?
You mean those rows here?
Yeah, so
Like the next one here.
So let's say this is one row in and of itself. So then we have a whole other row of, these are just, we'll call these chests. So we have a whole other row of chests here, and we have, you know, the redstone components doing their space, doing their thing, hoppers and all in these two blocks, and then you have another row of chests.
Oh no, so if we do it like that, we would definitely need 4 blocks between the chests.
Okay. But then
on the non-path.
But then like everything,
because we have
everything going into
this, we already have 2 blocks for this one.
Okay. But how, but does it, so let's say, oh, okay, this whole, this wall, this column, let's say right here, or row of chests and sorter is doing what it needs to do. How then does the system get things that I put in the starter chest up there to something over here.
Oh, you would just
And then again,
lay out your hoppers like something like this, and then return on this side.
okay, but they would need to feed from the top, or from the top of that layer then, correct?
The top of what layer?
The top of here, of this. Like it would need to trickle itself down, like along a horizontal path. Ah, I fell.
Oh yeah, from the input,
It
has to go through the system until it reaches the corrupt filter layers.
Okay, and then let's say it travels all the way along here until it hits the turning point, and then it comes this way, and then there's got to be something that tells this hopper that we'll call this a hopper that I'm standing on, that tells this hopper what items belong over here. You know what I mean?
No, it just gives everything in this direction, and
So
then on this side,
everything would come this way,
we'll
not
do the
necessarily.
same like this. It's gonna be like an S form that the items take.
But ultimately, there would still need to be multiple input chests.
No, one.
No, just one. Okay, for the whole system?
Just one. Yeah. We put an input chest here, then we feed a hopper into a dropper that feeds into a bubble elevator that pushes everything up, and into the next hopper where it then just goes into the system. And from there on, it just takes its path through the entire thing until it reaches its destination.
Okay.
Getting bit in here.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we could of course also make an input chest for each row that would give us more freedom in how we space the sorting modules so that they don't interfere with each other, which means that we can actually put the chests closer like this instead of having more space between them.
Okay.
But that's we can do that however you want. Doesn't really.
Okay.
I mean, the tighter, if we only have, if we consider a fixed number of input chests, in that case one, the tighter you make it horizontally, the more it stretches out vertically.
Okay. I mean, would that necessarily be easier to build, less taxing, I guess? Does it not matter?
So, I mean, the easiest to build from the technical side would be, so even if we do this with the double hopper system here to fill them like that, would be if we had enough space to put those the sorter modules on the same height, which would mean 6 blocks of space between the chests. But that's honestly it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Gotcha.
It's not really harder to build it vertically.
Okay.
It just takes a couple more hoppers.
Okay.
But we have hoppers.
All right. I mean, I defer to your judgment. Like I said, this is way beyond me mentally.
Oh, I mean,
at least right now it is.
This is I'm just showing you options. It's entirely your choice what you want to have like aesthetically for your storage.
I mean, I don't really I don't really know how to answer that. I don't really like aesthetically like. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much to me. It just needs to function. I mean, I would like, you know, the inner workings, like the hoppers and redstone components to be hidden so that all you see when you walk in is just chests or like
chests,
walls
yes.
and stuff like that. Beyond that, I'm not picky at all.
Oh, I meant more like because you said you wanted a second or maybe third story and all that.
Yeah, just to kind of like split up the space a little bit. I mean, it can all be, you know, there can be a second floor, and like I said, it, you know, with how much vertical and horizontal space you have inside there, I mean, it doesn't need to be, there doesn't need to be that much space for the second level. It really just needs to be enough room to, you know, put a bed, walk around, maybe have an enchanting table. Very, very simple setup. It doesn't need to be anything grand. I mean, ultimately, what's there?
I can make you a keycard protected elevator.
A what now?
A keycard protected elevator.
Oh my goodness! You're going way outside of what I'm even contemplating.
That was a wild thing. I built one on BTG for my palace.
Oh wow!
And it was great. But yeah, I can as long as you have an idea, I can build you pretty much anything.
I mean, I'm not asking you to build it. I'm happy to, like I said, put in the work myself.
Okay, let me rephrase. I can help you with pretty much everything.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Nope, missed it. All right. All right, so where I'm at right now is what I'm thinking I would like to be the floor of my second story. Ultimately, you know, just to have enough room up here, height-wise, space-wise, to do whatever I need to do with. Otherwise, everything else can be storage. Everything else can absolutely be storage, and then with some means of having like hallways to walk down in between the chests. So, you know, kind of similar to the way I'm laying it out now. Obviously, these need to come away from the wall, and that's fine. As much space as you need between, you know, chests and wall is okay with me. But at least like, I don't know, a two block wide space to walk through.
Okay.
That way it's not so claustrophobic when you're like walking through it. If it needs to be more, it can be more.
As I said, the easiest is 6.
A 6 block wide space?
Yes. So what I
I mean, if that's
the way I build it with the self-refilling chests with 1 slot per item is 6 and 6.
okay.
6 blocks hallway, and then 6 blocks chests and technical stuff.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And how high do you go with your chests?
Depending on how much capacity I want to have.
Okay.
I mean, every double chest is like 52 slots.
Right.
64 items. So usually 3-4 chests is good enough for everything, and I mean like dirt and stone.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sometimes depending on what I do, if I build on the ground or whatever, and I really have a lot of deep state, I go higher. I think the largest capacity that I filled in such a system was like 12 double chests.
Okay. And ultimately, if you don't have to use the whole width of this thing. I do want just a simple.
No, I mean, with 1/2 of this up to here, just this side. With the 1 item per slot, basically, you would have quite a couple slots for probably everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever filled that much.
Gotcha.
And with the capacity, that would definitely be enough for your order stuff.
Okay. Okay.
And if you need more, we can always. That's the great thing about this. We can always build a second storage room somewhere else and just connect it.
Okay, I'm fine with it if it needs to expand like this way. That's cool. I do just want to have one little like corridor of chests reserved for like heads, just because.
Definitely.
All of the heads that that pop up.
The chests that you don't want to connect, you just don't connect.
Right. So it would be something similar to how I had it laid out, but on this side, but over here, just for heads.
I mean, for every single, that's the nice thing about a modular system. For every single row of chests that you'll have, you can decide whether you want it to be connected to the system or not. And if you don't want it to be connected, you just remove the topmost, or you remove the filter hopper, and it won't be connected anymore. Or you just close it off with another filter item, all 5 slots.
Okay.
And it won't be connected anymore. That's the great thing.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess my last question is, and I didn't understand it when you were doing. I arranged it. Yeah, go for it. That's fine. I guess it doesn't matter, but like that part of my brain is still like twitchy a little bit. How do the hoppers know not to pull down the sticks that you had? Is it because they're not in the first slot? It's not going to reach for them?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
It
Learned
always
something
starts with
today.
the first slot, and that's why we always want at least one, better more, of the item that we want to have in the first slot, just to be safe that doesn't happen.
Gotcha. So that way it serves as the reference point for everything else coming through to say this thing belongs down in this chain. Exactly. And then everything else just kind of passes on. Okay.
So even for the rarest items that I have, like, I don't know, emeralds or diamonds or whatnot, I usually give up at least 6 to 10 so that they can stay in the filter.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That works then. Then if you want to do, I mean, even with, like you said, a 6x6 kind of amount of space in between each row, that's fine. I imagine there's gonna wind up being so many pillars of chests in here that it just doesn't matter. That ultimately it's going to be So thing is, you'll have, this will be one item, this is gonna be the next item, and so on. Oops. So every single block will be a new item. Okay.
And then let's see, how can we So we'll start with 3 blocks for the chests, then we'll have our first path, then chests, hallway, chests, and then we could even make, just to make it symmetrical, we could make both hallways 7 blocks wide instead to fill in those 2 blocks.
Okay.
And then you'll have, 4 slots per row of blocks, times however many blocks this is.
Gotcha.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 times 4, that's 100 different items.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that I've ever even come across that many just yet, but that works.
And as said, if you need more capacity, we can. I'll leave some space between the chests and the system, just so that we can add on to capacity. Oh, nah. Will you need more? Wait. Said that's how much you want. I say more is better, so I could basically just like split it in half vertically. And that would be more than enough capacity. That would be like, what's that, 7, 8 chests, 9 chests, 10 chests, something like that. So, a whole lot. Although, this isn't so much space. This is nowhere close to, wait, 100? That's not even a tenth of what I have, so it shouldn't lag.
Okay.
Shouldn't lag. And then if you need more slots, we can expand. That's no issue at all.
Okay. Okay. Let's go for it. I will advise I do have to sign out in about 10 minutes because I got to get to work, but I think that's a good plan.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'll have to play pen and paper soon too, so... Oh, well, in like 2 hours.
Okay. I would say if you want, if it works for you, you can build out a template, like just something that I can like take a look at, see how it needs to look, like in line with how it's actually supposed to be laid out in here. So if you need to like take these chests away, take away these like little, plank pillars, what's over here, that's fine.
Oh yeah, those will have to go.
Okay,
and
that's fine.
That pillar here as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, in the end, it's just it's gonna be like this. Like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be our slots. Very high, of course. But that's the entire way, and then we'll just have ours. What do we say? 7 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then goes here. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's basically gonna be it.
Okay.
Or, I mean, it depends. We could also move it in 1, then it won't be 100, instead just 96 slots, and put in a nice wall so that we don't see the system from this side either.
Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Just because ultimately,
Okay.
like I said, like the system itself, the goal is to keep it concealed.
Yes, so we'll put a wall on this block here, on this row. And the system behind it. And then once you go in here, you just see the chests and, well, a couple hoppers as well, the front hoppers, but we can conceal them with like item shelves or whatnot.
Okay.
That's gonna look nice. And then if you have, blocks, do you have a shelf, an item shelf? So I can show you what I mean.
I do not, but let me see if I can make one real quick.
You need stripped blocks.
I need what block? Stripped?
Stripped logs, yes.
Oh, I do not have any logs on me. All right. Let me see if I have. No, hold on. I might have some, but they're over on my other platform.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, cool.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Resides.
This. And then you must have your shelves on that to conceal. And that's also how in the big storage, how I then what's it called? I put the item in that that would be sorted so that I know what's where.
Ah, okay. Cool. That works. So then let's just say if I were to go like... it doesn't like that. So how do I actually put an item on it? Oh.
But you always put in the whole stack. So if you want to put only, if you want to put in only one, you have to hold one.
So how do I get it back?
Empty hand, empty hand.
Ah, there we go. Okay, cool.
So that's, we just do that for every hopper that we see to conceal it. And then you can just go to the bottom chest and take out your item.
Okay.
And here, of course, as well, you can choose whatever color shelf you want. You can. That's decoration.
Gotcha.
That's just decoration.
Gotcha.
One
Okay.
idea that I do.
Okay, that works. Cool. Cool. Okay.
So I guess I just build the technical stuff and let you decorate however you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I was to say, like I said, if as long as you can set up a template for me to follow, I think I can, copy it, as far as I need to.
Yeah, sure.
Because like I said, I'm not asking you to to do everything, involved with putting it all together, but just enough to get me going would be amazing. And then does this go all the way up to that point where I labeled for the floor of the second story, or no?
No. I'll build a couple modules for you to have a template.
Okay. Perfect.
And then, I don't know. I have the stuff, so I can just keep going whenever I feel like. Not Minecraft, I guess.
Okay. Okay. No, I appreciate it. And then, as far as payment, name your price. Because I'm not asking you to do this for free, so.
I don't know. Whenever I need materials and you have that you have an abundance.
Yeah.
If I can take some, that's
always.
all I'm asking.
Always.
I wouldn't do this if it weren't fun.
Okay.
So,
well, still, this is this is your time and your expertise.
I cannot promise there is anything to do left when you log in next time.
Oh no.
It could already be done by then.
Okay. Well, I mean, I won't say no. What I will do is put whatever I have. Like if you, so I don't know if the chest claim. Let me do this. Chest or claim. Claim trust. Claim list. Henry. Oh no. Slash trust list. Henry. Explicit permissions here. So clearly you can open my chests in here, or you can open a chest that you placed. But can you open one of the chests that I placed?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Can you take that item out of that chest? In that one.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Come with me. Come with me. I don't know if the claim covers... Can you take anything? Can you take something out of any of these chests?
No.
Or shulkers? No? All right. Let me do this.
But I mean, I brought
Trust.
a couple stacks of redstone. I brought 3 stacks of quartz. I brought stone. I brought chests. I brought hoppers.
All right. Try again.
Yes.
And you can take something?
Yes.
Beautiful. If you need anything out of these chests, by all means, go nuts. Go take whatever you need.
But as I said, I brought a bunch of stuff.
Okay. I'm letting you know that whatever materials I have over here are yours to use. So
yeah, if you have a ton of logs that I don't have to strip
logs.
But I mean, nah, I'll let you decorate. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
all the technical stuff I do have.
Okay, perfect. I was gonna say as far as like tree farming and logs and all that stuff, I can take care of that. I don't know that I necessarily have a bunch, but I can take care of that in the end. So, but yeah, anything you need over here is yours to use.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Before I go, let's come over this way.
I love that everything floats here.
Well, it was all built as one platform. And then I just kind of used Axiom to blow it all up. To make way for everything else.
Axiom?
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
Axiom is it's, I guess you can call it a software, or I'm not sure what you would call it. It's a mod.
Like word edit?
Yeah, kind of. But it lets you kind of break apart. You can break apart parts of the land. You can expand, shrink. It kind of functions as like I guess, as a front end for World Edit, but I'm probably saying that wrong. So let me not put my foot in my mouth when it comes to that. But it is a very handy tool. I've used it in creative to kind of take, like when I was building the slime, and I built one side of the slime, and I knew that the other side and the back and the top and the bottom were going to be just, mirrored versions or rotated versions of that. And it just lets you copy that, paste it into another location, and then with the item that you pasted, or the range of blocks that you paste, rotate them, twist them, flip them, however you need to do it, and then slide them into place.
Ooh, that's cool. Yes.
So it was a very cool little tool to have. It functions kind of like, I would imagine how, what am I thinking of? It gives you a very, God, what's the Photoshop-esque interface to work with. So
I
it's
see.
very neat in that way, in that it was just like you have kind of an easy mode for world edit when it comes to doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
All right, let me. I should have done this to begin with. Slash workbench. Let's block these up. Here, let's stick to this. Yeah, should have done that from the start. Slash workbench. Bop. Beautiful. That one is fine. Alright, so I'm going to go back over to that other platform and just drop all this iron and stuff off that I have in these shulkers. And if you need that for anything, like I said, I know you brought all of your stuff, but I want it all to be accessible to you if you need anything during this whole thing. So by all means, like I said, it's
Okay.
So I'm gonna,
Thank you.
yeah, of course, I'm gonna fly over there, drop it off, and then I think I'm gonna call it for the day because I gotta get out of here and get to work. Egg, hello, Egg. How are you?
Hello, Iggy.
Okay, so same thing as before. Bop. No, I did put you down here. All right. Cool. All right, so yep, Henry, wherever you are, if you're still in the stream, you might be in the chest, and that's fine if you are. But these two shulkers right here, actually, may make them a little bit more explicit. They are directly, I guess, connected or attached to the copper chest that Susie left me on this platform over here. You are welcome to whatever is in those shulkers, as well as any of the shulkers or chests on that platform. They are all yours to go nuts with. Thank you, Henry. Thank you so much for your help, for your expertise. I would have just been stuck on manual mode this whole time. You did, Egg. You did catch the end of the stream. We'll see if I can do... Of course, my guy. You're welcome. Anytime you need to work on bones or whatever, come on over to the... Ooh, right into the wall. Come on over to the skelly here. There's a wool elevator on the floor you can take to get up to the actual platforms. But anytime you need more, just, come on up here, swipe away to your heart's content, and take what you need. By all means, just leave the wither skulls. Just leave the wither skulls. But yeah, everything, Henry, that you need, or if you want, whatever, is all in that, on that island. So go absolutely crazy.
Thing is, if there's one thing I might need,
What's that?
that's wither skulls.
Wither skulls?
Because I need
Dude,
nether stars for chunk
they-
loaders and all that.
they are yours. They are yours.
Okay, thank you.
They are yours. Same, if you go, there's the wool elevator underneath the wither skelly. You should have chest access to that as well, because it falls within this claim. Take whatever you need. Take whatever you need.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Of course. On that note, I gotta get going. I gotta go to work. So let me see who we can leave you kiddos with while I am
Clockwork is live. Zaps is live.
Let's see. Yeah, Zaps is live. It'll probably be Zaps. Zaps, Misfit. Lily. Yeah, let's go hang with
Countless
Zaps.
possibilities.
Say again?
Countless possibilities.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go with Zaps. So I'll send you guys over that way. start the raid process now. Hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your day. A million thank yous to Henry for your help in this. And like I said, you don't have to do all of it. I'm happy to kind of use what you set up as a template and copy paste it or, you know, build it myself. It's totally fine. If you do go the distance and you finish it, dude, even more thanks to you. Thank you again. Poor Clockwork is having issues with her stream. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you guys on Friday. Stay well, stay safe, and as always, don't touch that thermostat. See you guys on Friday. Adios, kids.
Bye.
All right. Let me